hair's definitely gotta go. I'm getting tired of this. Hey, look, it's Paul. And hey, guys, welcome back to the, I guess, vlog time. I don't know what this is going to be called. Another vlog. It is March 3rd. It is a Sunday, about 12:30 noon. And I rewatched my last vlog because this is my second one. And something I noticed of the first one, I know this about myself already. I tend to cut myself off. The way how do I explain? I lose track of what I'm saying because my mind is like already done with what I'm saying. Like it's by the time I'm saying A, B, C, I'm already on F, G, Alimento, and going at that. I don't know how to explain it. And I noticed there were a couple things I wasn't clear on. Like I think one of the things that bothered me was my hair. I think I said like, oh, I'm gonna explain that later, and I never got around to it. A couple other things were, oh hey, like I noticed I went back and rewatched a few vloggers. Sonic Toast, I watched Sophia's, and I watched just a couple of other random people that came up in their Steven Vlogs. I watched one of his vlogs. They tend to breathe like this, like blah 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 like that. And me, I just talk. I'm not editing none of this out. I do this in one take. This is technically like take 4. I start off a video. If I'm not feeling the vibe, I feel like I, talk over my words. I stumble, whatever the fuck. Or I don't have a point. I just don't feel confident. It usually takes like 2 or 3 takes. And about a minute in, I know like it's a keeper. Like right now we're at the 2-minute mark. It kind of feels like it's not a keeper because we're just talking nonsense. But those are some critiques I'd have to make for sure. I lose track of what I'm trying to say. I noticed the breathing, and yeah, man, like it's like I said, these first couple of vlogs are gonna be awkward. I said that in the last vlog. The whole breathing thing, though, when I went back and I looked at those other vloggers, I noticed that, especially with like, how do I say it? Like, you cut off the breaths. So I like it's bugging me. Like I'm kind of losing my charisma because I'm trying my best to be self-aware of the breaths, but I noticed that people cut off the breaths and they I don't know, like, why are we still talking about this? Today's video is gonna be about, I feel faded as fuck because I'm tired. Today's video is gonna be about, hey look, it's Paul. Back in the day, by back in the day I mean like 4 years ago, 2019, I came up with a show called Hey Look, It's Paul. That show was meant for me to turn myself up to like 11, be silly, and talk about stuff I like. Typically video games. I made an episode about Amiibo. That was episode 2. I made an episode about the cartoons, the Mario cartoons made by Deke. On 4/20, 2020, it was a big deal for me. It was 2019 when I was filming Hey Look, It's Paul episode 5 with my best friend at the time. And I told him, hey bro, you know what? 2020 is going to be 4/20, 2020 is going to land on a Friday. He was like, you're right, huh? And he's like, he was a big pothead, and I used to be at the time too, just because he was my friend, and it was just the thing we did. Anyways, I told him while we were making that Hey Look, It's Paul together, I told him, hey man, wouldn't it be cool if we just made a Hey Look, It's Paul on weed? And anyways, we came up with this whole idea, like we were gonna be interviewing people and just being stupid, I guess. Excuse me. Anyways, ended up not happening because COVID happened. This is back before COVID was a thing. And yeah, so I made my own Hey Look, It's Paul COVID type of special. Like, I mean, I even made a COVID special. But I made that 4/20 special, came out on 4/20 Friday because I was trying to make them every Fridays. Anyways, yeah, it was a blast making those. I initially made 5 episodes. Episode 1 was called Hey Look, It's a Pilot. I talked about Pilot Wings and Pilot Wings on the 3DS. It's kind of cool because now we have Nintendo Switch Online. I had skipped the Nintendo 64 version on purpose because I don't have a 64 emulator, nor did I have a way to capture 64 footage. I just skipped it. And long story short, I kind of want to go back and bring Hey Look It's Paul back and like kind of not remaster those older episodes, but I had the intention of talking about everything I ever wanted to. So I was kind of knocking out like the cheap stuff first. So Pilot Wings was the pilot, and I was cool. I'm done. I never got to talk about it again. And then I talked about cartoons. I talked about Banjo-Kazooie, and the thing is, um, Hey Look It's Paul itself was supposed to be the silver, I guess, the American Dad to Seth MacFarlane's Family Guy. Like if Seth MacFarlane, he made Family Guy, he made American Dad, he made Cleveland Show, and that's like his trio, you know. And you could tell the quality. You look at Family Guy, it's like fucking everybody quotes it. It's like the show. It's up there with Simpsons, right? Then you got American Dad, and then you got like you rely heavily on Roger, Steve. Like it's not as good. I like it more, but generally speaking, people tend to like Family Guy more. And then you got the Cleveland Show, which sucked, but it's got its fans. Anyways, Hey Look It's Paul was gonna be my American Dad. It was gonna be more of a passion project that I had a lot of faith in, though. And the way I started Hey Look It's Paul, though, what really pushed me to do it ultimately was I would play video games in my free time. Dark Cloud 2, Ocarina of Time, brand new games even, like I think I got Yoshi's Woolly World. Was it called Woolly World? On the Wii U. Yeah, the one that came with the amiibo. I was playing these games, and then I started to feel guilt because back in 2013, my sister and I, we had a stop motion going on at the time, Sonic the Hedgehog toy series. That stop motion came to a halt. We had 7 episodes out. Episode 6, 7. We were going to do episode 8 and then 9. We paused 8 and uploaded 9, which was a Halloween special because Halloween was around the corner. Completely stupid of us because, like, at the end of the day, it was just a stop motion. Nobody took it that seriously. I did at the time, though. I was like, well, Silver was in episode 9 and we were going to introduce him in episode 8. So, and that was important to the plot. What we could have done was either just taken Silver out of episode 9, or we could have just, fuck it, that's episode 8. He's been there the whole time. Like, it wasn't a big deal, man, but because of that, our overthinking and just other bullshit, we stopped, and around 2016, we thought, well, fuck it, it's been so long, it's been 3 years, what if we just made a comeback, like a reboot? And I think we announced that. No, we came up with that idea in 2018. 2017? Fuck, man, I don't remember. I gotta go back and look at the old videos on my main channel, Clown Cable. There's a timeline to this because, long story short, there was like this, like, between 2013, the end of 2013, it was like November. Or really, I'd say 2014. Because 2013, we were still seesawing, like, between episode 8 and when is it going to come out, blah, blah, blah. Because we never filmed anything of it. We just wrote it down. We didn't even have the script. We just had, like, the synopsis done, like, the plot. And I just felt unmotivated. So from all of 2014 to 17, those 3 years, there was like this struggle of like, do I want to? No, but then that's ultimately we decided to reboot it. Okay, so the reboot's in progress. We announced it, I think in 2018, 420, 2018. Was it 2018 or was it 2019? Because I know we hit up Sonic Toast. He guest starred in it. He made a cameo. He was like, we basically parodied Without Me. And long story short, we sat on the song itself. The lyrics were written and everything for like a good few months. That's why it throws me off. Anyways, so we announced it. Okay, fuck it. We're making a reboot. Was that reboot going to be animated? Was it going to be stop motion? A hybrid? I don't know. Because Gumball was pretty big at the time and I was really into Gumball. So I was like, oh fuck, if we wanted to, Sonic could be a toy. We could stop motion him, and then his enemy of the week, you know, because let's say if I wanted him to fight the Flying Dutchman from SpongeBob, I don't have a Flying Dutchman toy, but I could just put him there, like in After Effects with animation. You know what I mean? Fuck, but in between all this, like I was just procrastinating. I was playing games. I was playing a lot of Splatoon, a lot of Smash Bros for Wii U. I was hanging out with my friends. Like I was starting to make real friends. I had one buddy that I've known since I think I was 14. Yeah, we were 14 when we met. Rio. He came out of one of my videos. Hey, look, it's Paul. And don't worry, we're getting back to that. I did not forget. This is all building up to Hey, look, it's Paul, where it came from. Anyways, we frick was yeah. So I kept living life. I guess I was just enjoying it, and then after that song came out, we did nothing because I had started hanging out with my friend Ray. This guy was really cool. This guy was like dead ass like one of my best friends. He kind of man, I need to make a video about him, but I kind of don't want to get into it. Not here at least. But long story short, I'd say he saved my life. Like I wasn't gonna fucking off myself, but he kind of helped me steer it in the right direction. He helped me become comfortable with who I was and come out of my shell. Just like I don't know what it is. I don't. Like I said, I'll get into that some other video. Point is, a lot of my time was invested in this guy. Like we were doing a lot of fun stuff, and that comeback that we had never happened. Okay, I said 2019 will happen. I think or the following year didn't happen. No, 2019 I said it would happen. I promised it would happen. I said this is gonna be the year, guys. Blah blah blah. I even promised every month I'm gonna make a video just because I want to give you guys something. You know, this channel's dead. So come 2019, halfway through the year, I'm like, I really don't feel like working on the stop motion right now. I really don't. That house right there is, there's some stop motion crap all over my room. Dead ass. That whole pile right there, that's toys I gotta review. So I got a little station over there where that red chair's at. And that's that yellow thing right there is the house that the stop motion was supposed to take place in. The outside of it. I was gonna pull some Houdini shit and like show the outside of it, and then when I film the inside, all that white stuff up there, that's styrofoam. So I was gonna like use styrofoam and cardboard and, you know, film the inside of it. And anyways, long story short though, it's a bitch because I really want it to be good. I want the show to be like something people could watch and not know a thing about Sonic. Like Rick and Morty, like Boondocks, like South Park. I want it to be good. Like anyone random who never even played a Nintendo could watch it and be like, yeah, that's funny. Frick. Anyways, I got bored and I was like, fuck. You know what? I'm really enjoying this Scott the Woz guy. I'm really enjoying this completionist guy. This Some Call Me Johnny. The Super Butter Buns girl. Fuck it. I'm gonna try it because I've always wanted to do it. I've always wanted to like review games. I even tried when Sonic Toast made his Daily Toast back in 2014. Was it 2014? I think so. Yeah, because we moved 2014. That's when we moved to this new house. That's another thing that kind of put like a pause on the stop motion. But anyways, yeah, man, like I just knew I wanted to talk about games and cartoons and shit and review stuff. I just didn't know how. I wrote a bunch of scripts. I wrote like 5 or 6 episodes, and I just started filming all of them. And in the process, there were a couple that never came out. I had a Tinder one in the making. I had a sequel to the Earthbound, which I'll get to that right now. I had a Smash Brothers little saga plan where I wanted to review like my favorite, what I consider like the main canon Mario and Zelda games. So like Super Mario World, Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3, Mario 64. Then I would move on to Zelda, which would be Zelda 1 and 2, Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time. You know, like I do like the main, I guess you could call them phase 1 of all the characters from Smash Bros. And then I would do Smash Bros. And then I would take a break. I'd do whatever else I want. And then the next marathon, phase 2 would be like Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker for Zelda. Pokemon, phase 2 would be like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Well, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. And whatever spin-offs were Coliseum and XT. and then I would do Smash Bros. Melee, or I don't know, like something like that, basically. I had all these concepts written down. I had all these like, okay, cool. I want to do this weekly because that's how Scott the Woz blew up. I want to do marathons because that's how Some Call Me Johnny blew up. I want to know who I am and hone my craft because that's how Super Butterbuns did it. Oh, those are my dogs howling. Because I separated my dogs. I got 2 in the kennel out there, sleeping, and I got 1 in my room. I just shaved him, so it's a little cold out, so he's got to stay in here. Anyways, they reminded me. I'm getting off track. Point is, the Hey Look It's Paul's. I filmed, I think 2, because episode 1 and episode 2 came out back to back. And it was a double feature type thing. They both came out September 20th, which is my birthday. It was like my birthday gift to me. I was like, cool, like I'm doing it. And frick, okay, there they go. They're distracting the hell out of me. Okay. I need to take more swigs of my water. I'm telling you, man, I literally feel faded because I am sleepy. I showered and I just came back here. I did not want to film this, to tell the truth. Just to like go off on a little tangent real quick. I don't know how I feel about this whole like filming a vlog and then uploading it the same day. Like as soon as I finish recording, I'm going to upload it. So viewer beware, when you watch this, if you happen to watch this as it uploads, I literally recorded it minutes prior. So yeah, because I got a big day tomorrow. Well, when I wake up, for me tomorrow is when I wake up. 6 o'clock. I gotta hang out with a friend who's coming in from out of state. Anyways, September 20th comes. It's my birthday, and Hey Look It's Paul episode 1. Episode 1 and episode 2 are my birthday gifts to me. I upload them, and then I tell myself this right now. I turned 24 in 2019, and I said, Paul, you have about 500 subscribers right now, right? It was just under 500. It was like 480 or some shit. If you cannot get to 1,000 subs in a year in about 53 videos, because realistically, if I'm doing 1 a week every Friday, I just did a double feature. So that's at least 53 episodes because there's 52 weeks in a year. If you can't if you can't pull in 500 subs, 520 subs from 52 videos, that's not even 10 subscribers a video. 53 videos. If you can't do that with Hey Look It's Paul, which is you honing your craft, like doing what you want to do and doing what you're intending to do. If you can't do this, I'm going to quit YouTube. When I meant quit YouTube is like I would go and try to be a doctor. I would go and try to be a lawyer, be a teacher, whatever the fuck, and try to succeed at life. And YouTube would just be a hobby. And 5 episodes in, I experienced my first real burnout. I guess my second one, because back when I made the stop motions, I pumped them out pretty fast too. Excuse me. But I was basically playing. You know what I mean? It was me playing with my toys, and I pretty much had the synopsis down. I wrote a script, but I improvised a lot. I did a lot of, what's the word you call it when, ad-libbing, I guess? If that makes any sense. So, it was always a fun time. It was never really work. Hey Look It's Paul felt a little bit like work, only because like there was a sort of craft to it. Like I had to like sit up straight, make sure I'm looking at the camera. Hey, look, it's Paul. Hey guys, today we're gonna talk about South Park on the N64, because somebody has to. You know, you got to turn on that sort of like the way I've been talking for the past 19 minutes. Like I don't fully enunciate my words. I'm a little hunched. I'm looking at myself instead of looking at the camera, and I feel faded. If I'm doing a Hey Look It's Paul, I'm not allowed to feel faded. I gotta fight through it. I gotta be there. Hey guys, I'm talking to you. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can? Cool. Do you see a clue? Where? You know, like there's that sort of like fakeness, I guess, that comes with it. And, you know, you gotta talk clearly. You gotta make sure you're presentable. And you slip into a sort of persona where you know you're being recorded. Obviously, I know I'm being recorded now. If I didn't know that, I'd probably be a little more hunched, a little more ugh than I am. I wouldn't even be talking this loud. But you get what I'm saying. It was work. There was hard work that went into it. Not to mention, I couldn't really steer off from what I wrote down because it was planned to a T. I would talk sometimes into the camera knowing I'm going to show game footage. So if I can't just, like, you could add stuff, of course, but, like, you're not as free as when you're making a cartoon. You know what I mean? I don't know. At least in my experience as a filmmaker or video maker, I guess you could say. So, yeah, the burnout was heavier, needless to say. And I wasn't just going to school, and like I said in the last vlog, I didn't really take school seriously. Um, you know, so when I was at school, I draw a lot. The work was easy. I just did my work, kept my hands in my pocket. That's it. Piece of cake. Work at the time was a bitch. I was working at a Ross Dress for Less, and I had to stand there and I had to watch cameras, watch thieves. I was a loss prevention guy, and I worked at Five Below, but I didn't get the job at Five Below until my first 5 episodes came out. I had 2 jobs at the time because I made all 5 episodes every Friday. I didn't miss a day. I think. I think one of them. No, I don't think I missed a day. They came out every Friday like they were supposed to. Whether they were made days prior, like 2 days ahead of schedule, or I fucking rendered it. Cool, it's done. Upload now. And it uploaded like at 10 p.m. I made sure I made my deadline for those first 5 episodes. And I left episode 5 on like a kind of cliffhanger because they weren't meant to be episodic like Breaking Bad. They were just meant to be videos you watch, like Relax Alex. Like there might be a story. There's a little bit of running gags. Like Ganondorf's his bully father roommate, whatever. He's got that digital girlfriend. He's got that cat. There's some continuity to it. There was some with me, but for the most part, it was just watch a video. Who gives a fuck? You don't have to watch another one until like you can watch them in any order you want. Getting cold because I'm underneath my fan and it's on the lowest level. But if I don't have the fan on, it gets pretty. I don't know. Just gets kind of weird in here. Anyways, I made those first 5 episodes. I stopped because of burnout. I was tired as fuck because of my 2 jobs. I was working full-time and then almost full-time with the other one because it was a holiday. So I was getting 40 hours over here, like 36 hours over here because I was technically not full-time, even though they treated me like it. And then my other job, I got about 25 hours. So I was kicking ass. I was making good money. That's why I was able to do these Hey Look It's Paul's. COVID had happened in 5 episodes in. So I ended up staying at home because, well, September 20th was when the first episode came out. So that means the 5th episode would have come out in October or maybe November. The holidays kicked my ass too. I was just all over the place, man. Hanging out with my friend when I could. We were always like smoking, getting high, and oh, that's another thing. We tried doing Let's Plays. We have like so much footage. I gotta look through it. I found some of it the other about a year now. It's been about a year. My friend Ray and I, we tried so hard to like make Let's Plays, and we'd get too stoned, we get too drunk, or we just weren't feeling it. And especially since I wasn't the guy I am today, back then, ironically, it's because of him. Like I am the guy I am today, but I was a work in progress. And anyway, long story short, man, we never made any full-on Let's Plays because they sucked. There was no chemistry. And when we did get the chemistry right, for whatever reason we had a good episode, I'd lose the footage or I'd lose interest because fucking we have like 9 episodes recorded back to back and nothing added up, and it was a bitch. Like honestly, like the whole editing process would have been a bitch. We did not know what we were doing. We're just hanging out playing a game. The videos were like kind of a drive to play the game. And this kind of leads us to why Hey Look It's Paul came out too. Fuck, man, I really did a really bad job at not doing what I did in the last video, where I lose track and kind of lose my train of thought and clarify shit. And because I'm clarifying shit, I'm not making any point. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel kind of weird right now. This is a weird day. Anyways, the Hey Look It's Paul's. The reason why I played the games, recorded them, reviewed them is because I wanted to play Banjo-Kazooie really bad. I did. I'd feel guilty when I was playing Banjo-Kazooie. Fuck, how long have I been playing? An hour? That's an hour I could be stop motioning. Fuck, how long have I been playing Dark Cloud 2? in total, you know. Oh, I'm 80 hours in my file. 80 hours in my file. Shit, you know. How long does it take me to make an episode? Realistically, 60 hours? There's an episode. You know what I mean? So, like, I'd feel this overwhelming guilt just for enjoying life. And, fuck, man, like, enough was enough. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna play these games, record the footage, so I could at least fucking kill two birds with one stone. I don't feel like an idiot. That's why I kind of want to Let's Play again, because I still feel that guilt to this day. I'm not making Hey Look It's Paul's and my Sonic videos now. I got twice the fucking, you know? So, that's where the Let's Plays with Ray came in. I was like, cool, like, double cool. Now I'm doing Let's Plays with the homie. I'm recording footage. I could just mute our laughter, you know, because it was two separate files. We recorded on his phone, and I'd record, and my phone, and then I'd record the game footage and on the Elgato silently, and then I'd mash it together in Sony Vegas. So luckily I had a lot of game footage with Ray, but we played a few games that I had no intention of reviewing, like Battle Block Theater or Bard's Tale, some stupid game. It was ridiculous, but you know, like, the footage is there if I ever need it. Anyhow, man, after the 5 episodes of Hey Look It's Paul, I you know, holidays happened, kicked my ass. I was like, cool, new year, new me. Time to crack at it. I gotta work, make good on my promise. If I don't get 1,000 subscribers by September 20th, 2020, I'm a piece of shit. And guess what happened? COVID. Valentine's Day happened too, and there were a couple of girls at my job that were like definitely like, that's a video for another day, man. I did not have a good history with women. There was no history to talk about. I didn't get my first kiss till I was an adult. And girls either fucking, you know, like, didn't want to give me a chance because of that, or fucking they were lining up for my V card. It was stupid. But anyways, March comes. So February comes, I'm distracted. March comes, I'm depressed because now, guess what? I can't go to work. Was it February? Late February or early March? I forget. Five Below told me first. Sorry, Paul. Like, we're closed. And Ross told me too. Same thing. Like, you know, you won't be, no work. You know. So it must have been February then. Yeah, late February, I think. I forget. But the point is, I start getting you know, my time off, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go back to making videos. So I made another batch of Hey Look It's Paul's. I made one for I think I did the Friday thing. The only one that came out late was the April Fool's one, because fuck, was April Fool's a Friday that day? Because it just lined up perfectly. I wanted to do videos only on Fridays for Hey Look It's Paul's, because the idea was, by the time I got my 1,000 subscribers, you know, I'd get this like work boner. You know, I'd get this like heavy motivation to just, you know, cool, I'm doing Hey Look It's Paul's, piece of cake. I've been doing them for a year. Now let's do Sonic, you know, the Sonic stop motion. Those will come out Saturday. So now I got a good video Friday, and I got a good video Saturday. And then eventually I just pile on more in the workload, which it's possible, man. Even today, like, I suck. I can't even make vlogs properly right now, but you know, like, eventually I'm gonna get good at these vlogs. Eventually I'll edit and shit. Anyways, back then it was totally doable, and people do that all the time. Look at Scott the Woz. Look at I don't know, like, I'm losing my train of thought again. The point is, though, it was super doable, and it's doable now. However, May came, and for Mother's Day, I thought I'd review Mother 2, Earthbound. Came out, cool. I was experiencing burnout again. I was like, fuck, 5 episodes in, and I just made the cut for Earthbound 2 anyhow. But I was determined. I messaged this guy, B Squared. Brandon is his name. His YouTube channel is called B Squared. I discovered him when I was looking up... Actually, I discovered him before. I think when COVID first started. I don't know how I found him. One of his videos about Pokey, the antagonist of Earthbound. Mother 3. Main antagonist of Mother 3. Came up in my feed, and I just binge watched his channel, and I think that's what made me want to review Earthbound, if I remember correctly. And then I was like, it'd be cool if I could message him, and he'd say, yes, let's collab. It'd be cool if I could message him, he'd say, yes, let's collab. It'd be cool if... I just kept thinking that shit while I was making the video. When I was almost done with the video, I messaged him. He said, yeah, cool, you know, like, all right, Here's the thing though, man. I'm almost done with this video. My Earthbound video was my experience with Earthbound thus far, which was pretty weird. People love talking about like Earthbound and their experience with it. Much like frick, what's the name? I literally had it on the tip of my tongue and I fucking lost it. Oh, Dark Cloud's one of them. Niche games, people love like hearing your stories about the game. Like, oh really? Like, tell me more. Fuck, man, I forgot. It was literally on the tip of my tongue and I forgot it. Price of being tired, I guess. So he told me, yeah, let's do this. But you already reviewed Earthbound. I was like, no, I didn't, man. Like, I just took a look at Earthbound. This is why I paused. Hey, look, it's paused. Why I kept them paused. Oh, fucking my dog's gonna howl again. That shit's fucking annoying. Gives me a chance to get some water. Apologies, guys. This is a 30-minute video so far. This is gonna be like a 35-minute vlog. Maybe even a 40-minute vlog. I got into it. I'm still tired as fuck, but I got like a little mini second win going on here. I just want to squash this whole, hey, look, it's Paul, and I don't want to talk about it again for a while. Because there's a lot of cool topics I want to talk about. I want to talk about the completionist, my stance on him. I want to talk about my love life, my friends. I want to talk about just stupid shit. Like, you know, so I want to move on from the introductions. So let's nip it in the bud. Because after this, I gotta sleep. I'm probably gonna play Smash for like half an hour, but I'm gonna sleep. My friend who moved away, he lives in, I don't want to say where he lives. He lives out of state. I live in California. He's back. Family business, but he's here he's got a day to hang out with friends. And we're gonna go get some drinks and just, you know, hang out. Tomorrow, I gotta hang out with another friend. We're gonna go to Knott's Berry Farm. Probably shouldn't have said that. Technically, when this video comes out, if you want to find me, I'll be at Knott's, you know? I'm not going to say what time, though. I'm not even going to say, frick, I almost wish I didn't say that. God damn it. Anyways, point is, I doubt, like I said, this will probably get like 10 views today. So, good luck. Anyhow, train of thought. Thank you, dogs. He says yes, Brandon B squared. Cool. We're going to collab. We're going to do this Earthbound video. I have been hanging out with Ray for about a year and a half, I think. A year now. It's May, though, 2020, which means I haven't really hung out with him for about 3-4 months. Right? 3 months. So, when I met Ray, I had friends. I had my friend Gamma. I had my friend Rio and a couple friends I talked to here and there on Snapchat. I was super awkward, though. Especially in high school. I was the funniest guy. Like, sometimes I was really cool, but I was also really shy. I couldn't even talk to girls. I could not look them in the eye without feeling like the world was going to end. You know, it was literally like Bleach. If you ever watched the Bleach anime, when like Ichigo, the main character, fights somebody stronger than him, you know, he's like, oh, I can barely move because their spiritual pressure is like that intense. And the weaker people, good fucking luck. They're over there choking on their own chest, you know, because that's the effect. That's how they, in Dragon Ball Z, when they go like this and there's fire around them. While in Bleach, it's invisible pressure. Gravity is turned up to 11. And if you're as strong as them, your gravity is not affected. Point is, that's the way I fucking felt in front of girls, looking them in the eyes. So, being this awkward fuck, when I was on the phone on a Discord call with Brandon B squared, I sort of turned it into a mini therapy session, which is embarrassing as fuck. We talked, yeah, let's talk about the show, blah, blah, blah. Let's talk about the game. But then I would tell him, like, oh, I told him something stupid, like, oh, I got this 30-hour rule. What does that mean? Well, I noticed, you know, I pick up something and I lose interest in it after 30 hours. If it's Breaking Bad, you know, like, I kind of get tired by season 4, because that's, what, 30 hours? If it's, a video game, you know, Smash Brothers, I'll play, you know, an hour a day for 30 days, and I kind of put it down, and I'll play, like, an hour a week. RPGs, video games, fucking working, you know, like, after I get, you know, 5 days a week, you know, I kind of lose interest in the job, whatever the fuck, you know. Typically, it's with entertainment, though, and especially with video games, because as a kid, I would play Sonic for, like, a month, kind of get bored of it, and then I move on to, like, Ty the Tiger. Maybe I'd go back to Sonic, maybe then I'd do Zelda, and it'd be, like, another year before I get into Sonic, like, whatever the fuck. I'd still like Sonic, and I get that itch here and there, but where I'm coming home and running back to the GameCube and playing Sonic for 4 hours, usually that, that indulged, how do you say, that infatuation only lasted like a month. So I told that guy this, and he was like, "Oh, that's okay." And then I just told him other shit, oh, I agree. It's just so cool to be a part of this community. I'm, liking Earthbound now. Like, I love being parts of things. Like, I really want to talk to other Earthbound fans. Blah blah blah. Like, which isn't that bad, but it's like cool. Now let's write the script. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I might just be overthinking it, but anyways, needless to say, nothing got done that day. And I was like, we'll talk more tomorrow. Tomorrow never came, and he hit me up about a week later, like, bro, like, you there? Ghosted him. I didn't block him or nothing. I just didn't respond. And he only hit me up once. We're both adults. We have our own life. I guess he figured. Then the Floyd thing happened. In June. I think. Whenever it happened. And I was going to hit him up because I felt scared for some reason. Like, I'm Latino. I'm Mexican with a little bit of Native American. Like not even enough to count. It's like 6%. But... and whatever else the fuck I have, I don't know my roots that well. I just know I'm Latino Mexican. Needless to say, I'm not black, but so it didn't hit me like in terms of, oh, my people, but it hit me like, because I kind of ignored it, the whole thing, and curiosity got the best of me. Because usually I ignore the real world. I don't give a fuck. I'm like an ostrich. I put my head in the sand, for better or for worse. Usually for worse, especially in this situation. Because I didn't get the whole big deal on Black Lives Matter. I was like, not to sound like a dick, but again, I don't want to harp on shit. I want to talk about the hey, look, it's balls. But I was kind of like, not belittling it, but it kind of was. It wasn't my intention to be a dick, but in my mind, I was thinking, doesn't this happen all the time? It's a bad thing that happens all the time. Shit like that happens, definitely. But this hit different. Once I watched the video, I was like, fuck, man. Like, I literally felt like crying. And it still chokes me up a little bit. Like it's murder, man. Like, I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to demonetize this video, or not that I would monetize it, but I don't want to have like a little alert underneath it saying like, you got to be a big boy to watch this. But yeah, needless to say, man, I did not like what I saw, and even in movies, seeing shit like that like pisses me off. I want justice for the and I never followed it up. I think they got slaps on the wrist. If anything, they were like considered heroes by fucking. It sucks. It really does. It's. Anyways, I was feeling like vulnerable, I guess. I don't know. So I kind of kept to myself, and I got this real strong desire to hit him up again, but then I didn't, and then I just kind of pulled inward. I just focused on family. Like, that's where the gravity of COVID, the gravity of this whole Lives Matters, Black Lives Matters thing came up. It would just, I don't know, man, it would just, that's where 2020 really felt like 2020 when I watched that video. But then I got the job back at Five Below. Hey, Paul, you want to be a manager? Well, not a manager, lead. I was like, yeah, I guess, whatever. Friend told me no, bad idea, just sit down and collect from Uncle Sam still. And I was like, I don't know how that works though, man, because then they'll fire me. Can I still collect? And there was all this gray area nonsense. I don't know how it works. I'm not a big boy when it comes to like shit like that. I just went back to work. I was like, fuck it, I want the title. And then Ross let me go because the same day I got promoted, I needed to go and talk to them. My job, Ross told me, hey, I know it's late notice, but you got to come over here. We're going to teach you how to be a COVID loss prevention guy. What does that mean? You're going to tell people to wear a mask. Okay, how hard is that? No, but you need to come. Oh, I can't make it because I got my thing at the other job. Well, if you don't come, the job's not yours anymore. Fuck, they held 3 times within 40 minutes. That's annoying because they drank water. I'm gonna go check on them after this. I'm gonna end this soon. They probably just missed their little guy. Come on, Cinnamon. My littlest dog's behind my couch. She's like this big. I just shaved him because anyways, fuck. I feel like restarting this at this point, but I don't want to because I'm fucking tired. Yeah, man. Anyways, the point is, I lost my train of thought because those fucking dogs, man. Point is, I stopped making my videos. I just gravitated towards myself. I went back to working. became a manager at the end of the year, I believe, or it was the following year. Point is, I threw myself into work. September 20th came around. I turned 25. YouTube was put on the back burner. Then I felt really bad. Then I think it was 2021. Later that year, 2020. I met my first girlfriend, and she really liked my videos. Well, she didn't like them that much. She just liked that they were mine. She liked me, so it was like more me, I guess. um, broke up with her in 2021, and I just went on this bad spiral where I drank a lot. 2022, from halfway through 2021, I'd say maybe like fall 21, all the way to about summer 22. There wasn't a week for sure. I could say a week that I wasn't drunk. I was usually buzzed. It got so bad that I left my job, and I'll make a video on that some other day. But yeah, man, needless to say, hey, look, it's Paul's. We're on the back burner now, and I have always felt depressed for not doing my show, the Sonic Show. I felt like this big fucking liar, this big phony, this big fraud joke, and every day I wasn't doing it, if my ego was like this, it was nipping it away. It was like cancer for the soul. And it's about, I got about this much confidence now because of that. So adding Hey Look It's Paul to it made it go even faster. I was like, fuck, now it's double cancer. I don't know. So I get another job at Kohl's. Fuck it, like, I'm just gonna work, come home, YouTube. I wrote a lot of scripts for the Sonic stop motion. I wrote a lot of scripts for Hey Look It's Paul. Had big plans for 23. It was going to be the year of Luigi. I even said it on my room tour, because I made a room tour for 2023, February. And I was like, all right, this is the comeback year. And I'm going to come back, make Hey Look It's Paul 11. I'm going to hit up Brandon. I'm going to do a year of Luigi marathon, fuck the Smash Brothers. Let's do a year of Luigi, like where every month at least I do a Luigi focused video. Didn't happen. And yeah, man, like 23, I just felt like I'd given up. I felt like I honored that promise of like, you didn't get 1,000 subscribers, okay, fuck you, focus on being a big boy. And I did that. I got a job at I'm working at a hospital now, and I'm trying to do that, but I'm figuring, fuck it, I feel like the end of SpongeBob. Remember when he's visiting his grandma and she hands him the beard and the cookie? I'm like, I got two hands. Why can't I just fucking be somebody at a hospital, and why can't I just work on YouTube? Why can't I just do both? Why can't I just sleep for 4 hours, and kick ass for 20 hours? Why can't I just sleep for 6 hours and kick ass for 18 hours? Why do I need to sleep 10 hours? I don't. That's why I'm up right now making this video. I'm going to knock out, wake up around 6-ish, because it's got to be like 1 o'clock now. I'm going to wake up around 6, hang out with my friend, go to work, so which means I'm probably not going to drink. I'll probably have like 1 beer. Go to work, come home, get ready, go with my friend to Knott's, come home, sleep, go to work. Because tomorrow I don't got to worry about a video. I might just have to postpone the whole toy reviews just because my friends really want to hang out. And this guy's one of my best friends. Have not seen him in a while. But I missed out on his birthday because my job didn't give me the day off. And like I said, I'm trying to be a somebody at this job now. Anyways, long story short, that's the status of Hey Look It's Paul's. I'm always writing. I'm always thinking about it. Always. I would like to do that year of Luigi sometime. Definitely. The reason why 2023 had to happen was year of Luigi was 2013. So I was like, cool, 10 years later, Nintendo's not going to do it. And sure enough, they didn't. They didn't even acknowledge it with a tweet, to my knowledge. They did not say, happy 10-year of Luigi. Yet they'll fucking celebrate 10 years or 50 years of whatever the fuck. They'll celebrate something so stupid like, did you know, like, 8 years ago, the Switch came out, or did you know that Game & Watch is 30 years old? I don't care, man. I'm here for Zelda, Ocarina of Time. I don't care about Devilman. And you know what I mean? I'm joking, but you get what I mean. So I was like, cool, now's my chance. I'll show up Nintendo. Maybe they'll copyright strike me, and Moist Critical will talk about me. Anyhow, Hey Look It's Paul will be coming back eventually. And my goal is to bring it back to September. That's why I'm vlogging. That's why I'm trying to get the ball rolling. And until then, for the final time, I'm not going to talk about, hey, look, it's Paul's anymore, but I'll still say, hey, look, it's Paul.